What's happening, Wisdom Warriors? Back at it for another video. So let's draw a card from each deck like I've been doing for y'all. Hope you're liking this, man. And, maybe we'll switch it up a bit at some point. But what do we have Spirit for today? For the collective? For... what do we have for today for whoever's watching this video? What's coming towards them? As we're in Aries season, we're in April. I'll tell you this much, man, as I'm shuffling the deck today, I felt really, really winded, man. I mean, I've been kind of, I wouldn't say, well, more than I usually do. I had a couple appointments this week, and I think it really took a toll on me. I'm noticing that, we gotta take care of ourselves, man, and not, so we got the King of Cups. And by the way, just so everybody knows, tomorrow I'm going to be doing another Akashic readings. So we got the King of Cups. Somebody needed that. And let's see what we get from the other deck. Now see, I told you guys, man, the Rider-Waite deck, I tend to, it seems like it's quicker for me to, like Spirit, maybe I'm more connected to the Rider-Waite deck than this one. Oh, here we go. Two cards came flying out, and we got the Two of Wands, and the Page of Cups. And yeah, maybe I'm more connected to the other deck right now, the Rider-Waite deck. I don't know, but I'm also going to be working with the teacher, and he's going to do a reading on me next week. So we'll see what comes out of that. But tomorrow I'm going to be doing a practice session with the Akashic Records. We'll see what comes through. And then next week I have another one. But it's more things than I normally do in a week, I'll tell you that much. And I think it took a toll on me, man, and I just felt pretty exhausted. I had to meditate, and I had to go in nature more today, and it definitely, I definitely felt it. But it's all good now. I closed my eyes, I did some meditation. I needed to rejuvenate myself, and that's what we call the self-care, man. I was sitting at the computer, I started to feel it, I could tell, and I'm trying to kind of still keep pushing forward a little bit, and then I'm like, nah, man, I can't do it no more. I gotta get out in nature. I gotta lay down. I even said it when I went for a walk. I came back and I said, you know what, I've got to sit down and kind of rejuvenate myself. It was a little too much, and I did take some time and go to the water, but it still it took a toll on me, and so this is how we have to have that awareness. And awareness is key, man. And I think that's what this another key thing, aside from overdoing and using all these addictions to numb out, essentially, or avoid or distract from ourselves. It's also awareness. It's paying attention to when enough is enough with certain people, with certain things, when we need to take a step back. Just having that awareness and knowing when you need to stop, because you can very fast approach burnout and experience burnout. I've experienced it numerous times in my life. So I'm speaking from experience, and I'm taking the wisdom and sharing it with you all in hopes that you start to take on that awareness and pay attention to when your body's saying, yo, I gotta rest. Like, get off the computer, get off the technology, and get out in nature, lay down, meditate, rest for a little bit, take like a little break. And I felt it. I felt it in my, like, up here in my head, and I just felt it. I knew right away. I said, "Okay, Darren, like, step back. You need to step back and take a break." And that awareness is key, man. I still feel it. I feel kind of like I just don't feel. I feel off, you know. And granted, I've been detoxing. I did another treatment yesterday, which cleanses the blood, and that lately it hasn't affected me, but in actuality, it's been 2 weeks, and then I did it again. And prior to that, I told you guys I was doing a detox, a colon detox cleanse, and that I did for a week, like where the pullers were pulling everything out, and then prior to that, I had to do the herbs. I've been doing that, and that kind of dehydrates you a bit if you're not drinking enough. I made sure I was drinking over 16 ounces every time I took the herbs. You know, and you have to drink a ton of water or coconut water, whatever the case may be. And but I definitely noticed. I noticed it, and that's something that we have to take into account, that where we have to we have to like take control of the steering wheel of our life. And that's something I want to drive home to you guys, that we have to take the steering wheel. And yeah, I can go to the doctor and the doctor can tell me these things, but in actuality, when I was there today actually and doing a 3 month um, checkup, it's interesting because I was the one really doing all the talking and saying, well, I'm doing this and I've been doing that and I've been doing this. Yeah, that's good. That's really good that you're doing that. Keep that up. And, and it's like, I'm like, well, them, gone are those days of them telling you. I'm actually telling them, and it's interesting and mind blowing. And, this is how we have to go forward. Not rely on some external figure to direct us or guide us or tell us. We do the guiding, and we speak to spirit, and we speak to God and source, and through downloads that we get, and through our intuition telling us, yeah, okay, you need to do this or eat this or don't do that or don't do this or don't hang out with these people or don't do this or pull back from this. You're doing too much of this. You're doing too much of this addiction, okay, go on this dopamine fast. Okay, cleanse your mind, cleanse your body, cleanse your spirit, go in nature. All these things is awareness. And and it goes back to me telling you, come back to the breath, breathe. I have a good one that would really help you if you're feeling stressed out or just not calm in any way. I have a good one, which is 4. Breathe in for 4, hold for 7, breathe out for 8. And try it, because I'm telling you right now, it really, really relaxes the nervous system, really calms you down, and you feel relaxed after you breathe the 7 out. You could feel it in your system. You could feel your system like just go like completely relaxed. It may take you a couple times depending how stressed you are, but try it. Try it. I mean, I've been telling you to follow your breath, pay attention to your chest rising and falling, but the fact of the matter is these different breath holds can really help you throughout the day if you're feeling stressed or somebody's going in on you. Well, do 4, breathe in 4, hold for 7, breathe out for 8. And I'm telling you, you will notice a difference the more and more you do it. For me, I notice it right away. I can tell right away. I can feel my system just like, and it's beautiful, man. It's a really good way to calm the nervous system, just calm your body, come into more peace. If you just got into it with your boss or somebody on the street or a friend or a family member or a partner, 4, 7, 8. Breathe in for 4, hold for 7, breathe out for 8. And keep repeating that until you feel completely relaxed. And I'll tell you what, when I get done with this video, I'm going to do that. If you want, we could do it together. But I can't really speak out loud the numbers. One of these days, I'll be doing more edits on this and I can show it on the screen as I'm doing it, and that would be better. But we're working on that, right now. We got some things in the works. I'm trying to organize a collaboration with somebody that I don't really want to announce anything yet or say what we're going to be planning to do. But I really feel it's going to be good. And it's not only going to be premiered on this channel, but on another channel. And it's going to be good, man. It's the New Earth. It's going to be definitely New Earth based. And I'll tell you what, man, I've been seeing, with my third eye opened, I've been seeing so many New Earth things happening, TV shows, stuff I've seen on YouTube, like advertisements, that blows my mind that they're even talking about it on there. And I'm like, oh, okay, we are shifting, man. We are shifting. It is happening faster and faster. And maybe we don't see it yet. Maybe a lot of you don't see it yet, but it is happening, man. And it is hard to see because we have to go through these dark bumps, or speed bumps before we get to the golden age, before we get to the good stuff, man. We got to go through it. But I keep telling you, we're getting to this place of harmony. We're getting to this place of balance, balancing the feminine and the masculine. And I'm starting to see deeper and deeper. I'm going to go deeper into this topic because I'm getting a deeper understanding of what is happening and who's coming together. And even like I talked about yesterday, of me coming in contact with someone and how we were just making a transaction, a female and a male, human, because again, we have feminine and masculine, both of us. But it was me as a male and then the female, and we were standing at the counter and a transaction was happening. And I've done many transactions with her, and I could feel the balance just being in her presence. And so that is what is happening during transactions, during partnerships, during relationships, during interactions that could be just for 5 minutes. You're coming together and balancing out the humanity, the collective, all of us, and it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to have that, to know that, to experience that with the awareness, because the awareness is key with everything. Having that awareness to where you're sitting at the computer, maybe you're even at a job, and you're sitting there doing this work, and then all of a sudden, you get the awareness of, man, I gotta take a step back. I gotta go for a walk outside, or I have to take a break for a few minutes. I have to reset myself. Like, maybe go out to your car for 10 minutes and, get yourself back into balance. A lot of this technology, smartphones, computers, TVs, all this stuff is taking us out of balance, and we have to keep doing things that bring us back into balance, and it's a everyday continuous process that we have to do, and you can never stop, because until we get to the point where humanity is balanced, and then we won't be doing these things. Like, you'll start seeing us doing bartering and us doing energy exchanges and us doing less and less of the working compared to what used to be like 17 hours a day, 80 hours a week. Like, this kind of crap is those of the days of that are gone, I feel like. And if they're still around and people are still doing it, it's going to be eventually gone. because that's not balance. That's overdoing. And that's what I keep talking about over and over again in these videos. I'm going to keep pounding it into everybody's heads, or I don't want to say it that rudely, but I'm going to be love tapping it in everybody's heads over and over again, because I want to reiterate that balance is so important, and it is part of mastering life. Not only that, but awareness, your health, all these things, finding the balance in those different areas of your life. But also, one of the biggest things, which I talked about on the short today, is fear. Negating fear, eliminating fear in your life, working through the fears and overcoming them and healing from it. That, my friends, is mastering life. And you'll start to not watch things that bring fear into your body. But then again, as you more and more we shift, you won't see those things anymore, because it won't exist, or it's going to start fading away and dissipating, and it's going to get better and better, and life is going to get better and better each and every day. But again, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And that's the most important, because where is the destination? There is no destination. It never ends. This healing process is a lifelong. Even when you leave and transition on out of your human body, it continues on. It's never ending, where our souls are growing and evolving, and that's why we came here, to grow as a soul, to experience certain things, to experience life, to experience all of it, to experience every emotion, to experience every feeling, to experience every sensation, to experience tastes, pleasures, every single thing we came here to experience. And if it means you pulling yourself away from certain things for a little while and then going back, that's okay. Don't shame yourself for it. Just don't put yourself down or judge yourself for even doing it. It's okay, man. We're all learning and growing and trying to figure out this human experience, that we came with amnesia and forgot everything. And we're coming back home to ourselves, to remember it all, to experience it all, to experience the fullness of life and the beauty all around us. And with love, you can heal anything. With love is the answer to it all, man. Just lean into love more and more and more, and don't lean into fear. Because there's nothing really to fear. You have such a huge, if you only knew the amount of spirit guides that you have protecting you and guiding you through life, I mean, you would be like, oh my God, what am I so worried about? What am I so worried about, man? I got this team of thousands of spirits, all kinds of spirits and masters and guides and angels and archangels and family members and friends and partners that passed away, that are guiding you in every step of the way, man. You would not have came here. You would not have chose to come here with amnesia and not have anybody on the other side steering you and guiding you. There's no way, man. Because I know, I'm damn sure I wouldn't have. It's enough that we have been walking around blindfolded, banging into walls, every day. But to come back to it, awareness, coming back to the breath. All these things will bring you into the present moment and the now. That is the most important thing you can do. Trust me, man. Trust me when I tell you. Awareness and coming to the breath and being as present and in the now moment as you can. I love you all so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. It was the spur of the moment. I didn't even know if I was going to drop it. I had to take a break. I had to go in nature. I had to rest. I had to rejuvenate. And I felt like I needed to bring this message home to somebody. I love you all so much. Just inhale and exhale, baby. And love. Lead with love. Lead with love and an open heart. I love you guys so much. Thank you again for subscribing, sharing, commenting, liking. I love you all from my heart to yours. Let's go, Wisdom Warriors. We got this.